This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Bekoe, Illinois Jones, and Pretty Riot going down right now.
iLLANOiZE Radio, Chicago's best station in the world, the illest around the globe, the city. And as always, we bring you all the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today, we got the farmer, the great thinker. He goes by the name of Heavy Crownz.
Yo. What's good, man?
What's going on, brother?
My brother.
How you feeling?
I'm doing so well.
We planting seeds today, baby.
Yeah, man. Come on, we planting seeds
The
today.
seeds already planted. We watering these
we watering.
things.
I love that. Yeah,
We watering these things right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. We just watering. Nothing too crazy. How y'all feel?
Man, good, bruh.
Feeling good,
Hey,
feeling great.
man, listen, you've been doing your thing. Dog, first of all, thank you for coming in here and shooting a video.
Come
hell
on.
yeah.
No, thank y'all for,
You know what
giving
I mean?
up the space.
I wanted, I always wanted to be in a video. Feel like I got my shot.
Definitely.
And you gave me a part.
Yeah.
Another part.
Yeah.
I got the opportunity to be me. I appreciate it. Fun. Then I got invited to the barbecue.
Oh, barbecue, man, bruh. Shout out to y'all for that barbecue, too. Over at the Chicago South Shore Cultural Center.
Yeah.
You know, a legendary spot at that. Brought out everybody. Look, it was people having barbecues that came to y'all barbecue. It was so many people out and about. It was a beautiful day.
Cool, man. There was a bunch of people that I ain't even really know either. I'm like, dang, okay, cool, man. Welcome. Get a plate. It was dope.
Get a plate.
Hey, so it was a guy at the barbecue that was like across from us. He walked up to me. I don't know what type of energy I possess, but I possess some type of energy. Homie walked up to me like, hey, you think I can get a plate? And I'm mid-conversation with Hershey, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this ain't my barbecue, but go talk to the griller. You feel he went over there. I forgot who was. I think
he was an old head.
he was an old head.
Yeah, Unc was he was tweaking.
What's buddy name from Senegal? Hakim Doe. He was at the grill.
Yep.
And Hakim Doe was like, "Yeah, bro, get you a plate." I didn't know what to say, but it was.
No, that was the right answer. He was cool. Then he definitely started tweaking a little bit with the sisters out there.
See?
I'm like, all right.
Listen,
You got your plate,
Move around.
You know what I'm saying?
You going too a little fast.
Sister started dancing. Unc just standing over there. Oh, all right now.
Uncle almost had a heart attack.
Pacemaker almost went out.
Right? Oh, man.
Oh, hey, but another thing, man, that you recently did this year that was also legendary. My brother, you rapped with the legendary KRS-One.
Yes, sir.
Like, hold on, my brother. Hold on.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So
The professor.
you feel me? The bar assist came through Englewood. I don't know the full scoop. So can you break down how you even landed in Englewood?
Man, so shout out to my big bro Corey Lucky at Englewood branded, amazing, dope clothing store and community center in Englewood. And he, had a relationship with some other brothers that do community organizing work who had a relationship with KRS. And he was coming to do a couple other things, and they was like, yo, we really think it'd be dope if KRS came through Englewood and just like spoke to the kids or spoke to the people, whatever. And he was like, yeah, for sure. So he came through. Bro was in the store with him. Or me and bro was in the store, and he was making a custom jersey for the teacher. And I'm in there telling him like, yo, bro, I don't even like. A lot of people don't know because I'm always telling people like Common and Gucci is like some of my bigger influences. But I was like, yo, KRS-One is like literally like one of my in my family tree of rap, like KRS-One and Rakim are like my grandfathers. You know what I'm saying? Like first people I really ever was able to dive into. Grew up super Christian car. I couldn't listen to a lot, so I was given like early 80s hip hop CDs and stuff like that. So KRS-One and Rakim was like my first two understandings. So if you look like from Rakim you get Nas, from KRS you get Common, type of thing, and then I had different splinters. But anyway, I'm telling us, he like, nah, you need to tell him that. Like when we get him this jersey, I'm gonna give you the mic and you gonna tell him that. I'm like, nah, all right, cool. So we go outside or whatever. He talking to everybody and everything like that. And we present him with the jersey. And then like he passed me the mic. And I tell him like, you know what I'm saying? Like you really planting seeds like for sure, like, you don't even know, but like, you've influenced me greatly. And man, and then I think he just was off the energy or something, because he was like receiving everything. He was like, man, I'm feeling good. Like, man, I wanna freestyle. Like, DJ, you got some beats or something. And then that's when I was like, hey, you ain't saying nothing but a word. Like, hey, we could get busy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm instantly hey man, ain't nothing. He turned, yeah, word. All right, yo, DJ, find me some beats. So now he just on that. You know what I'm saying? And so after he finished talking, like, more people want to like talk to him and everything. He like, all right, I'm done talking, yo. Let's get to these. Let's rap. So the DJ found the beat or whatever, and he ended up going and like, yeah, like, and it's crazy to like see like a legend like that, right?
Come to your neighborhood.
Come to my neighborhood. And not only that, it was just crazy how he did it too. Like, I'm not even worried about being too cool, boy. This personally for me was like a moment. And he say, with the camera on me, who's the next MC? You know what I'm saying? Then like turns. And that felt like super symbolic, because it's like a child. Yeah, you really study this man music. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then this man is like in your face now, like,
and passing you.
Yeah,
the mic,
I'm like,
man.
But what's funny is, man, all praise to the Most High, because like, I can't take no credit, because the whole time I'm out there thinking like, hey, I'm finna go crazy. Like, I wasn't like I was more so like ready to walk down on this beat, like, right, than anything, because I'm like, yeah, like,
it's a Kobe and Michael Jordan moment.
On my soul, it's like I'm sure that this what I'm supposed to be doing. So this is my time. Like, oh yeah, when I get this, when he passed this to me, everybody don't know, but like, I'm really actually finna go crazy. Like, so I'm like
you didn't, you know, most people would get in that position, freeze up. You was ready. Was it your adrenaline? What like, how did you keep yourself from not freezing up, pausing, and actually taking that spotlight?
So you was talking about this earlier, like freestyling, and I think like my truth, so like who I am, make it easy for me to freestyle, because all I'm gonna do is really just talk about what be in my head all day. I'm like always thinking about, you know, growing, people, love, learning, you know, all that. So once this time is on, I'm literally just gonna tell you about myself. Like, I'm just gonna, you know, hello, greeting card. I'm Heavy with the Z. Like, and most freestyles probably gonna start out with that, and after that, it's just gonna be like,
go for you, flow with
just flow it, just picking stuff out the world.
Yeah,
we were before we get into the break, we were talking too a little bit about freestyling. Like, everybody can't freestyle, especially from the top of the dome. You spitting from the top. What come to you, you spit. You ain't. It's not written. You don't feel that take a certain skill, because you were saying you feel like everybody can freestyle.
Yeah, I really want this to turn into a clip that we like put, because I'm so interested in like what, you know, other artists think, because for me, I really am more in alignment with the truth that like the mind is a muscle. I mean, the brain is a muscle. And like, if you really want to be a better freestyler, you just have to literally like do it all the time. Like, put on various different beats in your car when you walking, and just like literally keep on freestyling. You'll see you get to more sentences. You be able to connect. You getting the rap longer without messing up. I've seen it with my homies. Like, it be homies around me that didn't rap, but be around me so much, they start rapping more and more. And I be like, I'm seeing you get better at freestyling, you know what I'm saying? But people stop at a certain point. They don't really like, and I've been doing this for so long. I've been rapping for, I've been rapping for like over 21 years, like since I was 12, you know what I'm saying? 11, like really 11. Like, so, and there's never been a time where I took a break from not like rapping. Like, even when I wasn't writing, I was freestyling. So,
damn,
I don't know, man. I feel like if you just work on it, you could do it. And if you know yourself, or like know your program or whatever you own, like, you should be able to just you
get into it.
Yeah, you know.
Get your ass in the bar gym.
It's like a gym.
Yeah.
If you don't work out on your arms, it's gonna get weak. So if you work your brain muscle on some freestyling shit, it'll get strong too.
Yeah, man. But people feel awkward messing up, I guess. So it's like,
It's part of the sport.
yeah, I don't know, man. But I don't feel. I'm growing. Like, I used to feel a way when rappers like will be amazing. I'd be like, yo, let's freestyle. Then they'd be like, nah, I don't freestyle. I just write. I'd be like, oh man. It brought me like a disappointment. More not than just like, oh, you ain't real, but more just like, oh man, I thought we was gonna be able to really get into it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Some real organic other that. But like, I've understood to like that's just not everybody flow. But if they would have opened themselves up to it, it's almost like an interaction with the Most High. I think like if you open yourself up to freestyling for real, you get more comfortable with like listening and moving on what you hear, like in all parts of your life, maybe.
Moving
You
on
know
what
what
you
I'm
feel.
saying? Like if you open up to freestyling a little more, you might find it like you really is letting like the Most High give you downloads. You just really like. You know? I don't know.
No. I'm with
I'm finna
you.
get my practice on. Look, matter of fact, finna get my practice on during this break. We got to tap in to branch out.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and I'm sitting pretty starting riots right here on iLLANOiZE Radio. And every single week, you come and you watch these great interviews, and you still ain't subscribed. What are you doing? Hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on too.
What's going on? It's the one and only Illinois Jones, and right now you're tuned in to the dopest thing that hit the streets since crack cocaine. And we got Heavy Crownz in the building. Farmers doing a farmer thing, and we got the billionaire philanthropist Bruce Wayne, Kid Breeze in the building.
Yo.
I know, man.
Listen,
We here.
shout out to both of y'all for putting together a dope ass project.
Branched out.
Kid Breeze.
Appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be that, if it wasn't for my brother right here, man. You know,
What-
I just laid the canvas.
What made y'all decide to come together and was like, let's do this?
So correct me if I'm wrong, bro.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was the seeds was planted low key like near the end of the pandemic. If I'm not tweaking.
Yeah,
And it was
right,
like one night, bro, I was at my people's crib actually. And it had to been like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning or something. I think I was thinking about like what my next direction I want to go with like my next tape. I'm like, okay, this next tape, like I gotta like bring out more things about me that people may not know, like the different influences. I definitely want to carve out a different sound. I low key want to I want to make people feel like some dang Bay Area do or die. Like I just gotta, and so I end up texting bro at like 2 something in the morning. Like, hey bro, I've been thinking about I want to get on some beats that kind of sound like this or that. Like, what you on or something? What you been making lately? And then you responded like, hey bro, I actually just been on that. Like I actually been carving this sound out. Da 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 da. And then like you send me a couple joints. I'm like, okay, these crazy.
Yeah.
Then I slid on, and then we just like started building from there. Like you wanna chime in?
Yeah, man.
Dog,
Yeah.
I want to know how the hell you mentally put yourself in like this creative Bay Area type Chicago sound, because it's unique from what we normally hear from you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's crazy. Like that's exactly how it happened. Like, bro, I think we was on the phone one day, and he was just saying, I kind of like that, that influence, the Bay Area, like the West Coast type of music, you know what I'm saying? But I still wanted to kind of be true to, Chicago, because we from the crib, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's crazy because, I was working on these beats that, I was calling it like Lakeshore Drive music. Real kind of cliche, you know what I'm saying? But I was calling them like LSD beats, because it's like I was basically like finding like 80s type samples, you know what I'm saying? Like R&B type joints that was using like different like chords from like electric pianos and shit like that. And then just taking like different like claps and just different like 80s type of sounds, but arranging them in like a hip hop type of bouncy type of way. And I'm like, man, bro, like, how can I like bring all this together? Then I found like this real funky bass, and I'm like, man, this real reminiscent of like some Cali type, but it's not all the way
Right, yeah.
Bay Area, Cali, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, and this is a real agenda I like to push on the music side, you know, seeing as how we got so many different sounds going on at the crib right now, you know. I'm like, it'd be perfect if I had rappers or a rapper that'd just take them and kind of like, you know, get with me and really, you know, push the agenda with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it just so happened like that's what he was on.
So I heard you speak on like some of the sounds, some of the samples. Did you tap into any Bay artists in general? Not even Bay, but any artists from the West Coast that also help influence the sound? I mean, after you speak, you feel free to tap into it.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, after we did the joint with Jay Worthy, you know, like, I mean, really already just kind of tapping into like his music and like the collabs work that he did with or does with Larry June and Currency, you know, and I know that, you know, those artists is, you know, kind of influential for bro, you know, so I'm like, all right, I think this is a real, you know, it's a real puzzle piece, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, definitely I would say like, you know, working with Fool, you know what I'm saying? And just being a fan of that style of music too. I like it, you know what I mean? I like it just as much as, you know, as bro do too. You know, we just from the crib, so we found a way to make it our own, you know.
Yeah, man, we really want to like build the bridge because it's something that's like another like whole part of it is like I actually got real like Bay Area ties like since college. Shout out to Tuskegee University. You know, that school really actually is like an internationally known college, so you got people coming from all over. And for me, like, it was a lot of people that was from the Bay that I naturally was like getting cool with. Like my boy Rollo, my East Oakland partner, man, rest in peace. First dude I ever smoked with at Tuskegee, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a real bar right there.
On my soul,
Smoking
like,
and hooping.
You always
smoking
remember,
and
you know what I'm saying?
You always remember who
like,
you first smoked with in college.
On my
You
soul.
always do.
My brother Rick Patino, you know what I'm saying? Man, still tapped in. When I go out to the Bay now, I slide on him and Vallejo. Like, I tapped in. I got my homie, shout out OG Jaren, dope producer who produced for Larry June, produced Consistent, and I Told You in 07. He produced both of those beats, and me and him got a relationship, so I was out there last year tapping in with him. So I'm intentional about it because it happened real organic by me just being away from home, being in another space and meeting other brothers that's like, oh, we alike. Like, damn, if you don't branch out, then you will never know that Chicago and Bay niggas, brothers is really like
One and the same.
Yeah, bro. Like we really move a lot alike. So my brother Bryce Savoy, who we got some stuff coming later, don't even trip. But my brother Bryce Savoy, another East Oakland, that's my brother, King Diamond. Shout out my brother. So I'm like, yeah, like, nah, those ties, I'm like, yo, I just want to water those relationships because, like, we doing it in the city. But ain't nobody else really building that bridge. The Detroit sound is very close. And I got some seeds for that too coming. But, like, I'm like, all right, bet. Well, let's do this. Like, let's go ahead real quick and let's, you know, find our pocket in it.
Yeah.
How you talk about like different parts of the U.S. and just I'm gonna just say different parts of the world. You really y'all done really branched out.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Is that the reason for the title?
Yeah, it's part of the reason too, cause like, and I said on one of the interludes or the intro, like, last year was crazy. Like, I was traveling a lot, and I in the last years before that, like, I've been on 2 different tours across America. Like, you gotta, you know, what that boy say? Do your research, Jay. Yeah, but yeah, no, I didn't did 2 different tours from as far as Boston to Portland, so I didn't been already. Them seeds been planted, so my mind, I've been landscaping, big landscaping. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this Chicago is a garden, and I'm like, we can even go further. So, like, yeah, I'm always in that place, even when I'm rooted here. So this was a perfect time to really like stamp that.
I mean, what place have you visited that also, you know, keeps you mentally right or energizing for you?
So beyond like the Northern California, like influencing me, just from like being out there. Another spot I really love recording in is Houston. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Rock, man, Rockmore, big A-Bar. I call him one of the founders of the Great Thing, cause like every time I'm out there with him in Houston recording, like I'm blacking out. We doing 14 tracks in 4 days. I'm like, I got a whole nother mixtape. Yeah, so Houston, I like going to Houston and rapping. Like, I don't know, recording in Houston be like.
Hey, what about you, Breeze? What's another space that's energizing for you?
Man, anytime I go, of course, anytime I go to LA, man, anytime I go to the West Coast, it's always just a real like electric feeling for me. Mainly because I got family out there, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like,
see,
I can get away, like not necessarily get away, but when I go out there, it's not like, oh man, I'm out here for music or I'm out here to blah, 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 XYZ. Is like, no, I can go and kind of get away from that aspect and really be like in a real family setting, you know what I mean? And that be kind of different for me, just knowing that you got that type of setup somewhere outside of your hometown, so I definitely get that hard work, that grind, that ready to just get work done when I slide out to LA.
I ain't been to LA yet. I guess.
Oh man,
what? I never been to LA.
I never been to LA.
That's
how you know we brothers.
Yeah, never been to LA.
Not
I've been around LA, but I never been.
Y'all brothers need to branch out.
Got to get out there, man. Got to get out there.
Hey, before we tap into this record, right? I got Englewood Growth loaded up.
Okay.
Before we tap into this record, can we let's briefly touch on this cover?
Okay.
Because I'm looking at the cover, I'm trying to understand it. So you're just the man to break down.
Yeah.
And get me to understand what's taking place within the branch out cover.
So if y'all slide to the official listening party, you know what I'm saying, October 21st, 4 to 7 at Miyagi Records, you'll hear the artist behind it, my brother Paris Williams, founder of Moby Color, who really, is the creative genius behind the cover. And me and him kind of like went back and forth and kind of broke it down. Went back at it, worked on it, went back at it. But basically, it's just a cosmopolitan, is a metropolitan area, and for the mind frame, is a city, that has a bunch of exploration routes in a lot of ways one could go. One of the main two staples on it is just a homage to the sonics of it. The Golden Gate Bridge, Sirius Tower, being on that, just a bit like nod to that sonic connection from the Bay to Chicago. And then if you look closely enough, you'll see like one of the streets is labeled Englewood, because that's kind of like the root. And so like, yeah, it's basically like just a picture of a bustling population, so a lot of pollination, you know what I'm saying, a lot of cultivation, all that. So yeah, it's a feel. It's a feel. So yeah,
super dope.
I saw him a month ago at a downtown at an art event. That's my dog.
Yeah, man, amazing brother.
Photos too.
Yeah, man, come on,
creative, multi-talented.
Yeah, so we worked on this, man. But low key, we been tied in. Like he shot all the covers. Like, man, bro, me and P go back. Like he shot all the Finding series covers. Finding Flowers, Finding Truth, Finding Heaven. And the Agricon set, Volume 1 and 2 covers. So like
I met him at a Heavy event. That's how I got in tune with him. It was at the spot on 63rd. No, on Cottage.
Yeah.
On Cottage. I met him over there. And then when the event when you was rollerblading and had the little slip right, I had to throw that in. He was there too. He had everybody coloring. I had to bring that up, huh?
But he slipped on the skate.
Apparently.
You remember that?
Wait, I probably do.
It was on the west side, right?
At that warehouse.
Yeah.
Ooh, I so do. I do.
Oh, boy.
But you know what?
Look, do your homework on Heavy Crownz being from Chicago and being a farmer. It hit different.
Is your business struggling? Trying to get your followers up? No problem. You can advertise with us right now. Tap that link above. Now let's get back to the show. Tapping back into the Branched Out album, you were speaking on some of the albums you put out prior to this, and how Moby Color worked on some of the covers, majority of the covers.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you two things that I've noticed. Majority of your projects, outside of a Whole Lot of Seeds, they all stop at like 8 tracks. Whole Lot of Seeds has like 10, and then this branched out project has 15. Is there, did you feel more comfortable? Or not even feel more comfortable. What was the reason with you putting more, records on this album? Were you like in that zone? Because it looked like 8 was your lucky number, but like lately from the last 2 projects, you got in this zone.
Yeah, we expanded. I think that I was in a space where I was like pretty like EP minded. I think for a while I was kind of like just enough, because I do think like you said, AS1 is maybe like 9 tracks, and then AS2 is like 8, or like I really ain't went. It's been a while since I went past like single digit tracks, and I think that I was in a space just kind of like and like just in, like this should be enough. Like this should be. Let me just get it off in this measure right here. But I think with the last couple, adding in interludes, like really going deeper into the bag of like the universe I want to create. Adding in those interludes definitely add into the number of tracks, and so like, but that's important, I think, for like what I'm trying to build and where I want to take the listener. I could just have it be 8 just straight tracks, but without like the 2 or 3 sprinkle of interludes in it, I missed the opportunity of like, having the person thinking in a certain pattern while they listening. And so that's been something that I've just been more intentional about as I keep going. So unless I'm like, it's probably gonna end up being and moving forward, who knows, but like maybe it'll probably only be like 5 song EPs or way more lengthy, like more than 10, like either like 5 or 3 or 10 plus type of thing. Cause either I'm gonna be real concise or I'm gonna take you somewhere.
So would you consider this a mixtape or an album?
This is a mixtape, man. I'm telling y'all, the day when I like to call something an album, it's gonna feel like an album. If you feel like this feel like an album, that's a beautiful like compliment. Like
that's why I asked.
I mean, most of your projects have strong concepts, and I think that's why we all call your projects albums. Because they have strong concepts.
Man, I struggle. I can't. The way I think about myself and know myself, my brand is just who I am. Like I don't know if I could ever put out something without enough attention, like an intention. Like the mixtape. Like if I'm saying a mixtape is just me putting a bunch of tracks just together, like that don't fully like. That's not enough intention for me. Like, yeah, I could do that, but like, I have to be sure about what I want people to take from this. Like, I don't want people to just pick a one that they like, and like if they don't like the other 9, whatever. Like, I'm just putting them out. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna serve you up like I'm a farmer, man. We gonna do this the right way. I'm a harvest this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I give it to you, like it's gonna be ready for you to chop it up, put it on in a pot to boil. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like So
I want to also tap in with you too as well, Breeze, because you executively produced the entire project, and not too long ago you put up a playlist on Twitter. I was happy for that, man, because you put so much damn work in.
Man, bro.
So when you get in these modes, first and foremost, did you even know that you were going to entirely produce Branched Out?
Well, like he said, at first it was gonna be an EP. It was gonna be like a short, couple songs, we was gonna put together. And I don't even think like you had the title for it at that point. But because we was like trying to come up with titles and stuff together, But I knew that we was gonna do a body of work. I didn't know that it was gonna turn into a whole, full length project. But I'm glad it did though, because with all the different features and stuff that he got on there, that allowed me to work with different artists, on the fandom side. You know what I mean? Like, just by him, doing work with them, now I got work with them, so I thought that was pretty dope, I
mean, even when you're working on projects outside of your own, like we're working with Heavy, do you pretty much like cancel off all other projects with artists? Like, how do you balance that type of workload?
You be having work.
Yeah, nah, that's definitely real. Nah, well, not necessarily, because I like me and bro, like it was like we kind of had different, like, I want to maybe like stages, not stages, but like it would be like, cause like some of the beats I had already had made and I sent to him and he worked on them on his own. Or some of the beats, like he'll send me a sample idea, then I do it and send it to him, and he'll work on it on his own. Some of them, like he came to the crib, we sat down, cooked them up together, and did it like that, you know, like, and I mean, I think that was kind of like the 3 different ways that we constructed the production.
Very diversified, organic ways we was working. Like, I definitely felt it was important to pull up though. Like, no, like we gonna pull up at some point. We gonna get this energy together. Like, you know.
And I think him pulling up kind of like, I think those songs was kind of like, to me, I was like the most important in terms of like what the project was going to become, you know what I mean? Because he was able to kind of like give me his real idea and real outlook on how or what he wanted this song to sound like, but give me a visual of it. Like, I want this to be about this. And he was writing the lyrics and getting stuff together when I was over there making the joints, but as he describing what he want the song to be about, you know, I'm like, I kind of got a fuller sense of like what the project was gonna be in whole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Shit. Oh damn! I was so stuck in the conversation. I forgot my question. But now I wanted to know, like, it seemed like it was like I spoke on earlier. It sounded like this project was just fun. Like it give off a fun vibe. What was the exciting part for both of y'all in creating this album? This mixtape.
So for me, man, it's really important for me to, like, my roots I talk about all the time. I'm appreciative of all the people that have been rocking with me since, like, I really started really getting my feet wet back in the city 2013, but when I really graduated, came back in the city 2015. Like, all the earliest people that's been with me, building with me, is super important for me to, like, if we still on this, if I could look over to the side and you still on the path like me, after all these years, it's like, let's make sure we still collaborating and connected. Yeah. And I've known Breeze now for about 6 years, since 2017, at least.
Yeah.
At least. And so, like, seeing him grow and do his thing, you know what I'm saying? Producing so much music for so many people. Richie West, Jude Jilla, Panamera P,
me,
you know what I'm saying? Joel Q. Man, you know, so like, man, you know, so it's been very important for me to, like, spin the block. And that's, building with him has been one of the things I'm really excited about, and giving the city a new, fresh sound. Always trying to be unique. So, like, I'm excited about no one being able to say they got this sound out right now. Like, that's a fact. Like, nobody in the city of Chicago is doing what me and my brother just did. Like, that's a fact.
I that, man. If y'all haven't heard Branched Out, it is out right now, man. Right. Trust me, it is an enjoyable listen. But before we even tap into, like, some other things as far as, like, Chicago's music scene and things of that nature, I want to tap into Englewood, because we haven't really touched bases on Englewood outside of the KRS-One visiting. We played Englewood growing, and I had to write this down because I said I knew Englewood was growing when a neighborhood got a damn Whole Foods. Name another black neighborhood with a Whole Foods. I mean, me personally, I can't. I can't. We got Save-A-Lots. Okay.
You see Mariano's popping up and Whole Foods popping up. There's something going on.
Exactly. But Whole Foods was in Englewood before they departed, unfortunately. So I want to ask you, like, when did you start to realize that Englewood was growing?
But let's talk about it, because Englewood is really growing, right, in real ways. And Whole Foods left because Whole Foods priorities wasn't correct. You know what I'm saying? And in that, though, shout out Iman, another amazing organization in Englewood, because they opened up a fresh produce market, the Grow Green Community Fresh Market, where I've performed at several different times, done content in, shot music videos in, and they got fresh produce, fresh meals, hot and ready, link affordable in there, everything for people to have a fresher food option. So Whole Foods left, but Englewood still got Englewood. Furthermore, like, shout out to my day job, Imagine Englewood If, you know what I'm saying? I'm a director for an amazing nonprofit in Englewood, and being in this space, like, for those that don't know, I used to be a teacher, quit that, then been an artist full time, managed the clothing store and community space with my brother Mashawn Ali, Trap Out Chicago, and now I went further into serving while just actually being in a nonprofit. And while being able to be a director in that space, I've been able to connect with all these different giants in Englewood. I'm seeing not doing all this stuff. Like, bro, Englewood in the next 3 to 5 years, like, y'all gonna see like so many transformative things, nature trails, man, art galleries, more businesses, and these are the conversations that I'm blessed to be in. Like, I'm not just saying stuff out of imagination.
No, you
like,
in
I'm
it.
saying, like, boy, we percolating. Like, there's a lot of people that's invested in Englewood, and so in my mind, like, my job is like, I'm a champion all these things. Like, I'm gonna really show. I want to be a walking billboard. I want to be an ambassador for all these different nonprofits, because people have this skewed understanding of like nonprofits, but like, we got it going on, bro. Like, it's a lot of cool people, a lot of black and brown people, really passionate, young, ready to go. And so, like, I'm really down for like showcasing that.
To all my farmers out there listening and tuning in, thank you for digging with us. In my
You
heavy
feel me?
voice.
You
I got
dig
the
that.
spirit. I got the spirit.
Come on,
I got the spirit.
Hey,
Oh.
while we on the topic of farmers, I wanted to ask you about great thinkers and farmers, because if are they two of the same? If not, like, what's the difference between both, farmers and the great thinkers?
So they really two in the same, but at the same time they different. So the Great Thinkers is like the rap crew that I'm like a part of. Like, that is like really like that's gang in so many words. You know what I'm saying? But then Dirty Every Day, which you in lesser terms I could just call the farmers. That's just like the larger community collective of farm people that like really get the vision, understand the motives, and like really down to grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dirty Every Day stand for, do I remind you to evolve? Do I remind you to expand? Do I remind you to eat? Do I remind you to engage? Do I remind you to educate? Do I remind you to elevate? You know what I'm saying? So basically just a call to action to growth. So the farmers and the thinkers is the same. Like, all the thinkers is farmers. The farmers be with the thinkers. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all one and the same. Everybody was on that tape. Like, on Branch,
And the end joint.
yeah. So branched out, like, Jeff Koons, Great Sky, both of them was on Farmers and Trees, and they great thinkers. Mother Nature, great thinkers. They on Carrot Juice. But then remember, the farmers got all Dirty Everyday family on there. Hakim Doe, Bukepra, Rico Shy, Freddie Old Soul, Don Ali. Like, so, they one in they symbiotic, you know what I'm saying? Like, they one in the same for sure.
Bro, that's deep as hell. Yeah, bruh.
Shout out to the great thinkers.
Yeah, man, the great
I grew
thinkers,
up with
man.
them dudes. I grew up with them.
Come
man.
on, yeah.
Yo, the way Jeff Koons be fucking me up with his voice.
Bro.
Man.
Nah, it'd be hard though. I like his
Yeah.
inflections though.
I'm
sure.
like, yo, ain't nobody doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't expect that from him when you meet
Yeah.
him. You're like, that's you? Big voice, man. Big voice, man. That's my dog, man.
Personality. Yeah.
217
Yeah,
thing.
bro. Come on.
I mean, in general, I got a universal question you both can answer.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about, the new wave of Chicago, like the
start.
music scene? Because from what I'm seeing, we in great shape. I mean, branches is growing. You feel what I'm saying? More seeds is being planted, and it's just a big bowl of gumbo here. It's sauced up. A lot of new everything is popping off, and you're not just getting one sound. So I mean, how you feel about things, Breeze?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said it. Like, it ain't one sound that's coming out. It's a bunch of just a melting pot of just a bunch of different music, different artists, different personalities. It's not like the scope is on one specific type of hip hop subgenre or R&B or R&B's subgenre. Like, I feel like everything is getting its proper attention. well, everything has the opportunity to get its proper attention, you know what I mean? And, you know, because there's so many different sounds, you got so many different influences now. Now, you know, for the shorties coming up that's aspiring to do music, the artists that they see, now they more inspired to actually be themselves because it's more chances of them seeing that, you know what I mean, as opposed to it being all these different artists trying to chase this one sound that the city's known for. It's like, nah, they could be influenced by this artist or that artist or that artist, and all these different artists make different types of music, which makes the culture just grow even more and more and more, you know what I mean, like more, expand more and add different, you know, hip-hop subgenres that come out of the city, you know what I mean? Like, so I think it's dope. I like the direction it's going in.
With you being a producer though,
Yeah.
does that in a way help elevate, you know, your creativity? Because I mean, I feel like it keeps you from being in a box because you able to touch different production styles. So, you know, does that at least level you up on the creative side?
Yeah, I mean, I like nothing conventional, you know what I mean? Like I'll be as conventional as I have to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to be able to create, to be a part of, you know, the new things that are coming apart, you know what I mean? Like, because, you know, you got, you know, XYZ and ABC that's already hot or that's already being done or that's already, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, I'm trying to reinvent the wheel, but I just like to, I like that as a producer, I'm able to be involved in creating sounds that either haven't been done at all or just don't really get done like that, you know. And I think that with everybody having all these different sounds, it give me the opportunity to work with different artists because everybody doing something different. And I could do all of that, you know, if that's what I choose to do, you know, as a producer. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, what about you, Heavy? You know, with the this new wave that's coming out, how you feeling about things?
Well, you know, I'm definitely very biased. I think, like, you know, from everyone that's associated, connected to us, and like everybody that's in Dirty Every Day, the great thinkers and connected to. So like, you know, and beyond us, man, I feel like I've been seeing like a more, and I say for the farmers I know, I'll be seeing a thread of like a more high vibrational content or healing. I'll be around a lot of healers or a lot of people that's like more of a hip hop purist, which I think is good for the city. Then like even for people that's like more gritty sounding, like they still might have a couple gems in there for the people. Like, you know, the way I see it, I just see like I feel like this next wave of artists, we all are actually older, so we more mature. Dig? Meaning that like people be moving with a different intention. Like, you know, it's songs where Richie West talking about buying property. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about gardening. Mother Nature be talking about healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? Freddie also be talking about motherhood. It's like Jeff Combs be rapping about painting. It's like what we doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So I look around. And so many different artists that's doing it right now, and it's like it is several different vibes you could choose from, but I see a thread of like a higher level of intention in rap that the people, I'm like Joel Q, man, like I just see a different level of intention, the connectivity of the rappers that I'll be around, whether it's in the musicianship or it's in the content. It's like, okay, yeah, this is going on right now. And it's going to take just one of us to like really like bust through, I guess, on some national attention. And then people are going to dive into all our music and be like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this person got a feature with this person, but this person raw on their own, and then they take raw, and then this. So I do my best to really branch out, like, you know, do features with all the different artists that I really rock with on the scene, so that like we, you know, a high tide raises all ships. So
intentional,
damn,
intentional music is being made.
Yes,
love it, man.
Facts.
I mean, as we wrap things up, I want to touch on this note that you left on your IG, a sticky note. You said, "Branched out will solidify my place in Chicago's music scene forever, what would it take to bring this quote to life?
I think that we just gonna keep growing our awareness. There's not a lot of people with brands as intentional as mine. And somebody, this is about to be their introduction. They didn't know it, but they've been waiting on this or this that can lead them into so many other amazing artists. And it's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that person is in alignment. It's coming. So, yeah, bro. They're going to hit a tape. They're going to share the tape. It's going to be at the right place at the right time for people that's, like, ready to really be receptive. And, you know, people going to be wanting to know what's up with the farmer. And then I'm just going to be like, see my garden of all my homies. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's going to go like that. If that's how the Most High want it, or it might be somebody else. It might be Ricochet. It might be Mother Nature. It might be, you know, Jujilla. It might be anybody that is going to, like, pop it off, and then, you know, they going to show the people the garden.
Time out, man. Time out. Hold on.
Pause.
This shit has to be said, man. Because you just named artists from all categories that do this music, whether it's the street music, it's the conscious music, backpacking music, and we all be in the same place and we all work together on the regular. Now, a lot of motherfuckers get this shit mixed up and be like, it's a crabs in a barrel thing.
No, that's old, man.
And Chicago don't support Chicago.
We grew from that.
The artists you just named, man, y'all work together so well. Y'all, like the album, Go Get It, Branched Out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all work with everybody from Rico Shot, Joel Q to Jujilla, Panamera P, Kid Breeze. It's a lot of Weasel Sims, Jay Hayes. It's a lot within that. This wave that's been pushing.
Yeah, tsunami is coming.
And
Yeah.
I love to see it, and I think we have to stop saying those things like crabs in a bucket and the city don't work together when y'all prove that the city work together. You from Englewood,
Breeze
he
from the west side.
Like, how the hell, like, that shit, like, that's unheard of. But you know, it's happening every day here in the city.
Yeah, like, we grew from all that, man. We got to end those old rhetorics, man. If you looking at the cup half empty, it's going to be half empty, y'all. That's a fact, bro. It's a fact. Like, start looking at the cup, the glass half full. Dig what I'm saying? Because it's going on. Like, we really is connected out here. And if you not connected with me, don't be a lame. You know I'm coming in love, bro. Like, tap in with the farmer, bro. Like, let's go ahead. Let's get dirty. Let's pollinate. Like, what we waiting, what we holding on. Don't be weird. Like, let's grow.
Don't
you know what
be
I'm saying?
weird.
Like,
that's the word for the day.
Don't be weird. I've been saying that all day.
Come on.
Don't be weird.
I mean, we got to let people know what's coming up, because I know Branched Out release party is happening the 21st. Let people know how they can RSVP, if they could just pop up. Like, what's going on here?
Man, October 21st, 4 to 7 p.m., we're going to be at Miyagi Records. It's going to be an official listening party for the tape. Bree's going to do some beats breakdowns. Paris is going to do some artwork breakdown. There's going to be some Q&A. You can RSVP at my website, heavycrownz.com. You know, also, speaking of dope organizations, Grow Greater Englewood got a collab ale with Half Acre, which is a super dope beer company. That's going to be complimentary at the listening party. So, for 21 and up. So it's gonna be a vibe, man. That's what's going on, man. Stay tuned for that. I do got shows coming up. I hope I remember them all of them. For show 2, that just came down the pipeline not too long ago, my brother GQ, the teacher, OG, he putting together a show November 5th. And then I'm also performing December 5th with my brother, good brother Rich Robbins, at Schuber's, I believe. So, yeah. And there's probably going to be some more things that come through. Also, yeah, I cannot forget this Sunday, Fall Fest in Englewood. We at Englewood for the Englewood branded Fall Festival. It's going to be an amazing time. People to come out. Y'all should definitely slide. It's like going to be for all ages, just like a nice block event, like right on 63rd. And then also the Crime Drought installation to be the Trap Out Chicago, Healthy Hood, Crime Drought campaign. We asking the question if there was no crime and violence in communities of color who would suffer, and doing like full installations of groceries for people, answering that question and asking that to people. And then we gonna have the great thinkers having a great cipher, you know what I'm saying? And brother KRS-One might be there. So we gonna be having the cipher, you know what I'm saying, doing it for hip hop. That mean like come out and express, jump in the circle, be ready to spit. It's gonna be super.
Snaps. Let me get my stuff ready.
Yeah, it's gonna be super recorded, super cameras. Like we gonna do it up the proper way. A lot of cameras, a lot of, all that. So yeah, that's this Sunday, October 15th. And yeah, I got a couple shows coming up. Might be more coming up. We growing. Find me everywhere at Heavy Crownz, HeavyCrownz. Do not forget the Z. You know what I'm saying? That's on all streaming platforms. On IG, on Twitter, it's Heavy_Crownz. Don't forget the Z.
Breeze.
On the real, yeah, you can find me at the actual Breeze. You feel me? That's every platform. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Kid Breeze, /Breeze from the Shipmates, man. Man, I'm everywhere, man. You gotta find me, you know what I'm saying? Just put your bat sign up, man. Bruce Wayne is on the way, you know what I'm saying? Show.